Hey guys, welcome back to one of my worst nightmares. That was a weird...
Fox is genuinely struggling with this right now.
I am thrown.
Yeah.
So we
talked a little bit off screen here.
And I did not expect that.
Yeah. And kind of like how that's why they built it. I knew what was coming. So
I wouldn't have been surprised if going with the whole depression thing, her hanging herself would not have been the most, I could see that being a thing in this game, but not how it happened. Yeah. So suddenly, and it got weird, glitches and stuff, and that was strange. So
we'll go to load game.
Yeah, okay, so we're loading game. We also mentioned that, or talked about how she's like a combination of all three
where
of them.
Sayori was is now just a combination of the three other girls.
Which is strange. And then the menu's different. But load game. Do you want to go back to who we're hanging out with the weekend, or we want to change what we say to her?
See if you can change what you say to her.
Let's do that. You know about this game.
No.
You are leading me into things.
No.
Oh. Now this is reminding me of Undertale.
Yeah.
Where it kind of forces you into things, or yeah. Yep, I can't read that.
Do you remember who had the first line of the game?
Oh, it was Sayori.
Who?
Oh, I guess... Oh, is it a new game where she does not exist?
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms there like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
That girl is... my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Are we going to have to go through a lot of stuff again, or...?
Let's find out. Keep going.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let so-and-so catch up to me. Yep, that's a glitched out Yuri. Oh. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
It's just like you, Fox.
Yeah, and I'm all about it. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
That's just false.
Ha, burn. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding or for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Slingboat? Oh, well... That's Monica, though.
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Now I feel more and more like him, because I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league.
That's exactly like me.
So, yeah. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Oh, it's freaking me out every time. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Oh, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Slingbo, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but,
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ha! Awesome! Awesome. You're really sweet, Slingbo. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials some other time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
I get that a lot.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, the section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Oh.
Eh?
Girl 1.
A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Slingbo.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This all has a weird tone to it now.
I know, right?
This is the same dialogue
Exact
from the
same.
first playthrough.
But now it just feels
Now it just
weird.
feels much more strange.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
Girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Slingbo in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Slingbo?
Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
This is commentary on the game right now. I work hard to make it seem fun and worthwhile.
But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You keep a whole...
That's me.
Yep.
You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri was just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
Slingbo, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop?
Stop! Oh, whoever wrote this is the worst.
Isn't that true, Kyle Fox? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well having a conversation with a rock.
Ha! I didn't expect that from you, Yuri.
I'd expect that from you.
It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh my goodness. Everything means something.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back!
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Alright, Natsuki's voice is hurting my throat a lot. Hang on.
That's fair.
I'm gonna come with something a little bit new for her, because I'm sick. Well, I guess sometimes.
Okay.
She's got an Irish accent now.
She's an Irish
person
lady.
now. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea.
Hey, I just got an idea.
My bad.
How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Slingbo?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've only come forth with what's on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought... No, that's just Natsuki's voice. I can't not do it.
Yep.
That is Natsuki's voice.
Right. It's canon now.
It's a canon now.
Right. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Slingbo. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Slingbow?
Yeah. Could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Slingbow, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it the next morning meeting
So we can all share.
so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Slingbow, I look forward to seeing how you can express yourself. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Let's make this happen, Cap'n. Poetry
We
time.
have to do this. Oh. Oh no.
I don't know what that... Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. That was it.
Okay. And look, Monica's not on there.
Yeah.
It's just Natsuki and Yuri.
Right, well, I mean, not all of them were on there before, was it?
Oh, really?
Right, it was only 3 of them, so I don't think...
Oh, was Sayori one of the other
I don't
ones?
think Sayori was on there. Still, it's weird that
Yeah.
Monica's not there. I think she was there before. Alright, how are we writing this poem?
How do you feel right now? Frightened?
Kind of frightened. Yep. Tragedy.
Email? Oh.
Horror. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
terrible things. Death.
Lipstick. Broken.
I'm gonna go with broken's a good one.
Yeah. Love.
Entropy.
Entropy.
We'll go with love though.
Yeah, that's the theme of it. It's kind of like broken love. I like
sure. Cry.
that. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
All these are nice.
Yeah, let's go with
Destiny.
sure. Disarray.
Disarray for sure.
Yep. Fear.
Mhm.
Nope.
Oh, Graveyard.
Doki Doki, because I don't know what that
yeah.
means. And it's the name of the Crimson. Melancholy.
Crimson Desire has to be a band somewhere, right?
Oh, a terrible band. Let's see. Headphones. Misery. Puppy. Explode.
Puppy Explode.
Exploding puppy.
No, but Crimson Desire sure is a romance novel.
Ah, yes. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Hopeless.
Oh my gosh, it's like 5 different romance novels.
Sadness. We should read them and review them for our YouTube channel.
No.
Okay, that's a good idea. Well. And...
Misfortune. Hi again, Slingbow. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise,
Her face
Slingbow.
just went weird. I hope this isn't too overwhelming.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming
dang.
of a commitment for you.
I'm bad.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
come on. Like he deserves any slack.
Don't like these.
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you can't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
What?
Oh, she is covering up the words.
Yep.
Certainly have a big mouth someone who keeps a manga collection in the classroom.
Mm.
Oh, that was strange. She didn't even say anything.
Don't forget about Monica Fox.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga's literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Slingbo. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Whew, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Whoa, the orientation just changed a little? Like it seemed like the... Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm already curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Crap. Oh.
Crap, I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing as I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's not the book you gave... That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Oh, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I'll look at the cover of the book. The book is entitled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
Shit, they lust for blood?
Oh, like licking fingers.
Hmm.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to...
Wait, they breed them by cutting off their limbs?
Yeah, I'm very... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it.
Yeah, that's a weird book to suggest for somebody who's not into reading.
That's darker than the first one she suggested to us.
Yeah, I don't even remember that, but that's just, like, weird.
The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like I was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I hate
Self-commentary.
this so much.
I love it. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Slingbo?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
Come on, we can get to the poetry. It's not just that this kind of story. She's suddenly turned to a Cockney accent. It's just the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I?
Okay.
Not again.
I don't like this.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That's just means you're passionate about reading.
I'm gonna have to go back and see what those real quick ones
Yeah,
say. I don't know what they say.
Can we look at our...
Oh yeah, I bet you can.
It won't show it though. Oh, then suddenly...
Yep. Okay, wait, what? So...
There was one down here.
Yeah, right before. When I let things like books and writing, I kind of forget to pay attention.
Yeah, it doesn't show that one. The one that
no.
flashed real quick.
Yep. But the other one it shows.
Yep. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it,
Oh,
right?
right. This is... Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
This is that...
Yeah.
Feels like things are happening faster.
Yes.
This didn't happen the first poetry time.
No.
We haven't even gotten to that poetry.
Should we call it an episode?
Yeah.
27 minutes? Yeah,
I want to stop reading. I want to stop playing this game. I want to stop playing it for now. It's freaking me out over here.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll see you guys next
that's what I
time.
say. Thanks
go,
for
go
watching.
save it, Fox. See if anything weird happens when you try and save it again. Oh, everything's empty. Well, go ahead and just slot one.
You know things about this game that I don't?
Yeah, but I also don't know things. Like, I know general things.
Gotcha.
Things.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.